Welcome back to my book channel. My name is Lady Lauren Explorer, and today I'm going to be talking about a book that was recommended to me from one of my Facebook groups. Wow, don't know why I had to pause. But I got this because they recommended, if you liked God of Malice by Rena Kent and Untouchable by Sam Mariano, then this book is on the same tier. So let me just talk about Worse Than Enemies by J.L. Beck. In this book, we follow Hayes and Morgan. Morgan is the oldest of two siblings. She has a little sister. I think her sister's 6 or 7. And her mother is just a go digger. That's as nice as I can say it. They tend to live hotel to hotels because her mother takes a con or takes a rich man for everything he has, and if it runs out or if the rich man gets a hold of the shtick, he then dumps them. So they just live hotel to hotel until the next person comes in. Her mother is also very abusive. Well, not even very. It's been implied that she is, because she does tend to hit Morgan, but not her little sister. I think it's because Morgan is the older and can take it, I guess. We start off with Morgan going outside of her hotel once her mom gets home from wherever she was the night before, and she happens to be walking on this bridge, and there's this boy, and she senses that he's very sad, and she just decides to go up to him and ask him, what's going on? Are you okay? And he comes off as really aggressive with the get the F away from me, please. I don't need you. Why are you so nosy? But she keeps on pecking, and finally he starts opening up, and they have this very nice and mellow conversation. He calls her out on some things, and then she opens up even more about why. They end the conversation, and she's walking away, and he's like, "Hey, what is your name?" And she's like, "Morgan," and then goes on. So she starts school, and she goes to this really preppy school because her mother got her into it. And who happens to be her tour guide for the day? Hayes. So they then just kind of banter, but not really. She realizes that he's a very popular guy, and he is still cold, very aggressive with the don't mess with me, I don't want to talk to you kind of vibes. And as the school's day goes on, she can't help but realize she keeps overhearing things with him, or with regard to him, and he starts feeling that she's just super nosy, which technically she is. Technically, this whole entire I thought she was just super nosy the whole entire time. I was just girl, can't you just stop? Just stop. I don't understand why you always have to know what's going on. Just stop. But whatever. That was my rant. So yeah, he becomes super aggressive, especially with her eavesdropping on a conversation that he did not want anyone to know about. She goes back home to the hotel and finds out her mother's packing up because she just found out that her mother is engaged and they're moving in with the fiance. That's so short notice too. I was dang, your mother is just what? I didn't even you didn't even meet him at first. What? You're just gonna move in? He just let you move in? It's okay, sorry. Who happens to walk in the room to meet the new siblings? Yeah, that makes sense. Hayes. Turns out that they're going to be living together because her mother is his father's fiance. Woo! So bad. So yeah, it's like that. Again, he's feeling very pressured because you can't get rid of this girl, like, at all. Like, she's now at your house. I would feel the same way he felt for a minute because I was just like, really? Like, it has to be you? So we get the dynamic. Hayes and his father used to be close, but something happened a few months ago that's like nitpicking at them. Well, at Hayes in general. And he's becoming off like super aggressive, very unfriendly, and very combative. And his father is just like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know why you did this. What's going on? And Morgan's mother is just like there, just like eating popcorn, trying to be the Stepford wife, trying to get them all together when Hayes, Morgan, and her sister don't want to be there. But there is a subplot that you don't get until maybe like the middle of the book why he's acting this way. And that subplot is crazy. Like, I know this is a dark romance and it has dark themes in it. I actually didn't expect the situation. And so when the situation happened, the situation being that he tells her finally that someone is making him do things that he doesn't want to do. And that's why he doesn't like people touching him when he doesn't want to be touched. That's why he's been so aggressive. And some of his friends know, but he has told them to like just be quiet about it. Hopefully it'll go away. But like things aren't getting better. And he doesn't know what to do. And he can't go to his father. So that's like the subplot. Then I was thinking it was somebody completely different than who it was. When that comes in, everything just changes. Like, I was just like, what? Oh my gosh. But that subplot is like very aggressive in the end. Like, very aggressive in the end. Because that's the reason why he was there on the bridge that day. That's the reason why he's been very outspoken, and that's the reason why he couldn't tell his father. I did not like this book. I can tell you that. I did not like this book. I had such high expectations, especially since people were comparing this like to the if you like God of Malice or Untouchable, then this is almost the equivalent to it. And it's not. There's definitely Noncon in here because this is a stepbrother relationship. He does SA her and R-words her, but like it's just not. It didn't live up to my expectations or the hype that I thought it was going to. It just felt so turnabout, especially once I realized the subplot, and then it just still didn't like make me feel it. I felt that Morgan was just like super nosy about certain things, and I can understand about certain other things. It's just that she needed to know about everything. She needs to be in everyone else's business. And even though the author has like redeemed her with the certain actions, so she'll be nosy about something and then get into a tiff with that person, But then later on, maybe like an hour or maybe like the next day, something very traumatic happens and she just happens to be there, and she's still, because she's nosy, she goes and investigates and finds or stops things from happening. You get that? I just like it. It made being a nosy person okay. Sometimes like people don't want to get into other people's business because it's not their business, and I understand her wanting to help when she sees things happening, to want to get that person to a better place, to get that person the help they need, just to talk to them. But there are situations that like she just didn't need to have any part of, especially when it comes to eavesdropping. Like she even says like, oh, like I shouldn't do this, but like I can't help but do it. And I'm just like, no, that's not good enough. Like, no. It's crazy, and I'm just like, ugh, all right. Now I give it a 3. And let me see what I said. Maybe I was expecting more. Maybe I set some pretty high expectations based on recommendations that people compared this to. It just didn't live up to what I imagined non-con romance would be, especially with this being compared to Untouchable and God of Malice. I will say that the subplot threw me. That was a huge plot twist that I didn't see coming, and it actually sickened me when I had to relive his experiences. I wish we got more of the aftermath of the traumatic experience for him and had a more concrete HEA. I don't know, this just didn't fill me with any enjoyment, and it was very unsatisfying when it comes to the tension that leads the romance between Hayes and Morgan. It didn't feel like there was that tension and a likability to lead to romance. I didn't feel connected or see the spark in the relationship. Also, I did find it a little odd that after everything, he was still okay with being with her. That's just me, though. So, yeah, I was just like, what? It was just okay to me. Like, there also is, like, a little, like, plot holes that I don't, I don't get, especially when it comes to a person named Logan. I don't understand why that hasn't been addressed, but whatever. I don't want to like brag on that. It's just, it didn't live up to my expectations. I did read it. I didn't find enjoyment with reading it, and that's my thoughts. But I hope you enjoyed my review on this. My name is Lady Lauren Explorer. I post a video Monday, Wednesday, Friday, sometimes Sunday. So please subscribe so you can see what I'm going to be posting in the upcoming future. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!